What's happening, the meme coin fanatics? Today we're going hard on meme coins. We're taking a little break from the regular stuff on the market. We're going to go, we've got the US market closed today. Things might be a little bit choppy on BTC side. So I thought today is a wonderful opportunity to come here and give you guys my thoughts and some ideas on these meme coins and see where we can potentially end up. And we're going to look for a level of filth here. We're going to keep it clean. Everyone knows we're going to start at the clean stuff. You already know what those ones are. And then we're going to gradually drift into the level of filth that you might never have seen before in your life on these meme coins. So guys, drop in the chats the meme coins you want me to look at, and let me know your thoughts and ideas. I'm also running a poll in the chats. Let me know which meme coin in that poll are you going for. If you have to sell the wife, what are you putting that money into for the bull run? What are you guys backing? So let me know in the chats. Yeah, looking forward to the session with you guys. And you might have noticed I've switched out the music, so let us know that I've gone to the track that David mixed us from a couple of months ago. Let me know if you guys are still enjoying it. I see Andrew likes Bonk. There's a lot of Bonk fans around here, I have noticed. Let's see who else is here in the comments. Trump coin. I mean, I haven't even heard of some of these things, guys. I started really going down this rabbit hole today, and I didn't know how deep and dirty these meme coins can actually get. Jason says, bring on the filth. Correct. That is what we're going to bring on today. And guys, remember, whatever I show you today, as we gradually go down the scale of potential cleanliness to dirt, remember, your risk factor increases substantially. So whatever you're putting into these things, just be very careful. A lot of them could be rugs. And for those of you that don't know what a rug is, well, it's lovely. You put your money in and it never goes out, and they send you straight to zero. So just be aware of that sort of stuff. So we're going to get stuck into these things. I'm playing around with Banter Bubbles, and believe it or not, there is a meme performance monitor here, the daily performance meme. So you can go to Banter Bubbles, you click on the daily performance meme. And I mean, there's things pitching up here that I didn't even know existed. I mean, Jesus is here. He's 24% up today. I mean, what an absolute legend. We got 𝐶𝐬𝐿 at 15%. No idea what this thing is. 𝐷𝐸 is here at 19%. And Bonk is 5%. And look at these guys, con artists. Look at these guys. Harry Potter in you. Their ticker is Bitcoin. So no wonder this thing pumps, because like someone's grand comes in here and thinks they're buying Bitcoin, and they start buying this Harry Potter in you. So we're gonna deal with a lot of these things. I did want to give you guys a quick run over on BTC as well. And also, don't forget, if you click on the BTC logo in the Banter Bubbles, you can stand a chance to win a full BTC if you take 10 trades before the 1st of January using any of our Banter links. If you don't have a Banter link, grab a link in the description below. We'll cover you on OKX, CoinW, BitGet, and Bybit, and guess the price of BTC. You can see where we are. We're generally quite bullish here. Occasionally we get a mid-20s. We've got 𝐿𝗵𝗲 here at 25,289. But then 𝐿𝗵𝗲 came with 59892 as well. So yeah, a bit of a double play there. And then a couple of guys in the 20s, but generally we're picking up bullish sentiment. And if you watched Run's show just now, I mean, we're looking at retail coming in here hard for us, and buying some of these altcoins and sending things a lot higher. So things could get very exciting in the next couple of months for us. Okay, let's take a look at the current BTC situation. US markets are closed today. Happy Thanksgiving. We might have a little bit of lower liquidity and things like that in the market. So again, this is a good opportunity to talk potential meme coins and still discuss, we'll discuss some of these altcoins. But while we settle down, yesterday's show, I covered a lot of potential buy zones for those altcoins. So those are still in play. You can see we have pumped on a lot of these altcoins into those resistance zones. So now we're just sitting back and we're watching how it plays out. So BTC, this is where we are. Yesterday we were looking for this break of trend for the bulls, and they gave it to us. They were kind enough to give us that pump, and again hit our upper band here, our range high, this $38,000 region. And this has been in play so many times now, and it's becoming a pretty obvious place for the guys that like to TP. Not me, though. I'm still stuck in a BTC long. Well, I'm not stuck, but I still have a target for BTC higher up. I'm looking for the 40 still on BTC. So I'm holding as long as the market's going to let me hold it. I'm going to hold this thing. Areas I'm watching right now, if we do get this pullback, look out at the 618. We do have potential liquidation areas down here at the 618 level. This is 36,400. And I'm going to show you this liquidation heat map. And this is all the exchanges combined. And you can see there's a nice little gap here. So they've got this this cluster here of 50 and 100x leverages here, all the way down to about 36.4. And that ties in beautifully with all the traders that are putting their stops just under the 618. So don't be surprised if they send us down and come flush out a couple of traders over here. And then if they do send us lower, we do need to watch these levels. 35,600. This hasn't changed since yesterday. These are still all areas of interest here on any downside. So these are areas you can add to your longs, pick up potential longs or bounces for BTC. So it's 35,000. 34,500, and then we've got this daily level here at around 34, where we had a lot of clusters of these candles sitting around in that area. So we should get a reaction there if the wheels really do come off. Let's look at this total 3 quickly. This did surprise us yesterday. I was concerned that we were going to lose this 200-week MA, and they're still fighting. They're fighting hard. Weekly close is on Sunday, so let's see how we go. If we close the weekly under this 200-week, I think it's going to be a little bit sad for these altcoins. So let's pay attention to that. I'm still watching this total 3. This is the crypto market X, BTC and Ethereum, and right now still holding its support. So far so good on this guy. I'm seeing a lot of comments here for this MYRO token. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's basically like if Solana had a dog, something along those lines. If Solana had a Doge or a SHIB, you're going MYRO. And I was looking at them on Twitter just now. They've got quite a small following. So if you're looking at this now, you are quite new. But they have launched it on MEXC. So if you guys want to grab this thing and you don't want to go through the roots of using ETH and Uniswap and all those things, you can grab it on MEXC. There is a link in the description. So let's get into our first actual meme coin. I wanted to show you this guy. This is an absolute legend. I saw this come up today. Netflix gave $1 million to a movie director to make a movie, and this guy took all that money, and it turns out he pumped it into Doge. There's conflicting stories here. Some guys are saying he lost it all, but look at this guy. He took $4 million and out of his account, put it into Kraken, and he exited with a balance of 27 million trading Doge. The meme coin legend. Is this guy an absolute legend? Is he the smartest man in the room? I don't know. Yeah, let me know what you think about this guy. Would you take your last 4 million and stick it into a Doge, a meme coin? Let me know. And Ray, can you check out that poll for us just now? Ray is here in the back, bringing up the rear. So Ray, keep us posted on that poll. As to how it's looking in about 5 minutes. I'm going to pull you up here. Okay, sure. Right, so let's get stuck into Doge. If you don't know what Doge is, well, I don't know. Have you been on this planet in the last while? I think everybody knows about Doge. It's the biggest market cap. It's a massive meme coin. It's turned into so much more than just a meme coin since Elon took over. There's discussions about it turning into a currency for Twitter and all these things. So there might be some very big things coming for Doge. So it's quite a civilized meme coin. Does that mean the upside is limited? I don't think so. I think we can get some big moves out of Doge. We're going to pull this one up now. Let's take a look here. This is Doge on the bigger picture. This is the weekly setup, and you can see how it all began and where it went in the good old days. And the good old days was the bull run, where were we? 2021, and Doge peaked out at somewhere around 74 cents. Now there's people talking about Doge hitting the $1 mark if it becomes some kind of Twitter currency and things like that. So Doge is definitely still the #1 meme coin out there, and it's probably your safest meme coin. If you had to play one meme coin, I would probably guess Doge is potentially your safest one. How do you get an entry for a bull run? Well, I would suggest if you're buying on these weekly timeframes, try and stay away from leverage and watch big solid areas. And you can see what Doge is doing here. It has broken a nice downtrend. It's come back. It's tested these big moving averages here, the 200-week, the 50-day, the 618, and it has had a lovely bounce off this region. So for me, buy zone for Doge, anything down to 0.068 is a solid area, and if Doge does reclaim this 382, which is another big level at 0.077, we could see some more upside there for Doge. And then big targets, guys. We got guys literally talking about Doge going to $1. I would be very cautious with that. I'd go level by level and look at area by area, and we can look at a couple of lower targets just to get things going. We can look at 0.1. And we can look at potentially visiting these highs up here. That could be a fun ride there at 0.149. So there is possibly a lot in the tank still for Doge. Let's assume it takes off from that 618. There is a 54% on the cards. When the meme situation gets hot again, remember, guys, they're going to move money around. They like to go to DeFi, they like to go to AI, but don't forget, when they come, they're going to come for these. They're going to come for these memes. And right now, we are quite early on some of these meme coins. So let's look at Doge on a degen basis. This is the 4-hour Doge, and I've just dialed into that weekly chart you just looked at, and you can see it is trying to drift a little bit lower. So there's a couple ways to play this now. If you're looking for entries on Doge, I would say just sit tight for the time being. You can see we do have a downtrend in play for Doge. It is rejecting currently at a 618. So the best way to play this is wait for the lows, wait for the support. If they're going to give it to us, they're going to give it to us here potentially at 0.068. And otherwise, if you're a little bit slow and it takes off before us, we can always play that trend game again. And this is what I was telling you guys yesterday. The same applies to these meme coins. Wait for the break of trend, and then you guys can get stuck in. Sup Art says MYRO is pumping. It must be pumping because you guys are buying it now, because we've been talking about it on Run Show and all these things. We're going to get to that shortly. We're going to get to it very shortly. Eric says, smash the likes for Uncle Dill. I agree. He's working hard. I'm working hard on these meme coins. I use the phrase shitcoin quite a lot. But yeah, a lot of these meme coins are absolute dog shit, guys. So just bear in mind, we are playing in some muddy waters as we go lower. Right. Let's look at the next one on my list. I'm not necessarily my order of preference here, but I do have FLOKI next. And this thing's really interesting. I mean, they've actually turned it into a project. It's like an actual project now. It started out as a meme coin on Elon's dog or something along those lines. And you know what's happened? They've made so much money. They've turned it into a project. They thought maybe we'll take it seriously. And they've got their whole ecosystem. They've got a metaverse. They're launching gaming projects. So FLOKI is a lot more than what we think it was, a couple of months back. And if you're looking at the market cap, it's 322 million. Send that thing to $1 billion. I mean, that's an easy 3x from here. In a bull market vibes, I think we could easily get over that. So let's take a look at this FLOKI chart. And I've done the same thing on the weekly for you for FLOKI, and you can see reacting quite similarly to Doge. It came back and it visited the 200-day MA and the 50-day MA. Nice little touch there for us. So we know now this is a support area. And again, spot bag sort of play. This is something you want to just lock away. You want to look for entries down to the support region. Lots of zeros, 258. That sort of level is probably not a bad idea if you do get that pullback. Otherwise, you could start look at DCAing or laddering into these positions. Targets that you want to look at. You want to take out these highs firstly. So you're looking at this 55 region there, and maybe 1 wick higher to the next level. So these are the immediate sort of targets. And when I say immediate, it's when the retail guys come in and they decide to pump the shit out of these coins. And it might happen in the next couple of months if what's gone on with the gaming is anything to go by. I mean, we've seen these gaming tokens absolutely blow up. So at some point, these meme coins are going to get their chance. Let's look at a potential upside here from this break of trend and retest off that weekly. There's 100% move potentially to that first little zone. So it is looking interesting. So just make sure you're ready for the meme coin season here. Michael says DGen calls for the win. Guys, this is not normally my style. I was way too sophisticated to trade Doge in 2021, or at least I thought I was. And I stayed away until I couldn't anymore. And then I started leveraging and longing Doge right at the top. Back in the day, we finally got the last bit out of that Doge. So I won't be missing any meme coin runs this time. I can assure you I'm getting stuck into these things this time. Yeah, I'm not getting picky here. Next one I've got for you is SHIB as well. Another absolute joke. In 2021, They've now turned it into a project. Can you believe this? They've got like a layer 2, a whole situation happening here. They've launched a gas token called Bone. They've got something called Leash. I mean, these guys are taking themselves seriously for guys that are probably smoking weed in a garage somewhere, came up with this coin on a small little computer, and now they've got this massive project. So yeah, very good stuff for them. And could it run? Potentially. I mean, look at this thing. We've got a market cap of 4 billion. Doge is on 10 billion. So I think there is some room here for SHIB, maybe another 2x on this guy at least. Let's take a look at the chart. Let's see what the magic chart is telling us. And again, very similar to Doge and FLOKI, but hasn't been as aggressive. The moves have been a lot slower. So we've seen Doge and FLOKI, they've broken these weekly downtrends. So that was a massive thing for them. SHIB hasn't done that yet. SHIB does have support though at this 200-day MA, 50-day MA, and 618. So for me, this is a support region to look for buys. And so many zeros, 776 is an area I would look at. So eyes on that region, potential buy zone, and then we do have these lows coming in. So if things start dipping, take a look here. We could get some kind of reaction there at 664. So these are the two main areas I would watch on SHIB. Rework says, look at Bone. So Bone is the gas token. Guys, yeah, I mean, start dropping your requests in here. I'm sure Ray's going to keep note of what you guys want. You're going to be shocked that I do have some of these requests already loaded up for you guys as we go. Okay, next level of meme, and we're not in the filth basket yet. So right now we're moving on to PEPE. Now there was a little bit of drama with PEPE. This was a massive mover a couple of months ago, and then there was some infighting and some drama, and the project potentially fell over. So guys, fundamentally, let me know in the chats what is going on here with PEPE. Are we still rocking a project? Because there was so much interest in this thing that it was going to overtake Doge and all these things. So let me know in the chats what the story is here with PEPE, if you have any inside info here on the project owners and things like that. But my gut feel here is that PEPE is going to shoot up with these other meme coins regardless of the situation. I think people that disappeared a few months ago might arrive back. They don't know any different, and they're going to come and pump these PEPEs and these things anyway. Last to leave says, a rising tide lifts all boats. Correct. It's going to lift PEPE. I'm pretty certain of that. Pile of frog spawn. So Chaos, not really a big fan. Not really a big fan of PEPE here. Evelyn says memes rule. I agree, they do. They do today for sure. Okay, let's take a look at this PEPE chart and let's see what we've been doing. It's been pretty flat, to be fair. This is the PEPE on the daily, and not much to write home about. It's all been about sort of micro caps we've seen blowing up, the gaming tokens blowing up. We had the layer ones blowing up, but these meme coins have been very quiet. So yeah, don't forget about these memes, because when they have their run, they're going to get their run. Areas for PEPE. Right now, it is on a support level. So this is an interesting region for me. This 105 area might get some kind of support buy over here. And again, very simple to trade this thing. Just track this downtrend. So if you're not buying these support buys and you prefer to maybe wait for a break, you're going to wait for that break and retest. And remember, this break and retest could come at any time. So they could reject you down this trend all day long, and eventually off a good support region, that could be the start of the actual PEPE move. So there's multiple ways to get your entries here, but I would suggest looking at strong horizontals as a key area. You know, if you want to ladder into things, look at these horizontals, and then you can always start topping up when we break trends and things really start flying. So PEPE, these are the entry areas I'm interested in. 105, there is the 50-day MA holding it up, and then up to 080. So if we do dump there, 080 is an area of interest. And then target-wise, well, we're going to look at the short-term targets, which are going to be quite substantial if it does start moving. And the first area is a 42% move to that range high at 146. And I mean, that looks quite possible quite quickly. And then the next area is an 81% move to the 018, call it 190 region. So there looks like there is something in the tank for PEPE when they do get stuck into it. Yes, I got a reminder here. Don't forget Doge chain, and Chaos actually reminded me. He said, "Don't forget to talk about Doge chain." So now Doge chain is it's basically what Shibarium is to SHIB. It looks like it's a layer 2 scaling solution for Dogecoin that brings DeFi, yield farming, NFTs, and all these things to the Doge ecosystem. So look out for Doge chain. I think yeah, we do have a tweet, we do have a Twitter or an X on this thing. So I'm hoping this is the correct one. This is the Doge chain ecosystem. No followers, 2,000 followers. But this could be something to look at, guys. Chaos, let me know in the chats here. Is this the right ecosystem I'm talking about? Chaos says excellent research. I'm an extraordinarily good meme coin researcher with the help of Chaos, I can assure you. Okay, so Chaos says no, that's not it. Okay, so cancel that. Chaos, drop it in the chats here. What am I looking for this Doge chain ecosystem? PJ Fox says bonk, baby, don't hurt me. Ray, are we looking on our poll?
The poll is Doge by a landslide, 43%.
Doge by a landslide.
Yeah, we got PEPE 27%.
So 33 Doge, PEPE 27.
43 for Doge. PEPE is at 26. Doge is now at 44. 44. So you only
44. Yeah. You know what? It's the safe play, right? Doge potentially is not going to go to zero. A lot of these other things could literally go to zero overnight while you sleep. Okay, so look, Doge is most likely the safest play. I'd say in the order of safest play, well, not that much of an order, but it's Doge, SHIB, but they're old and boring. FLOKI, I think that's potentially got something going on. PEPE, we need to find out what's going on with the devs and the owners of that project to make sure. So we need to get some fundamental information here. Steven says Doge is the king of memes. Okay, guys, we're going to get to the bonk, guys, shortly. We're going to get there. In fact, it's next on my list. Okay, so Solana ecosystem, bonk, right? We're now moving into degen levels. We're at that point where you actually got to pull out the soap. Because now we're going to have to start scrubbing a little bit here. Okay, so bonk is a lot of the research guys are saying this is the meme coin of the next run. You need this in your armory. So market cap 268 million. Looks kind of interesting. Let's get straight into this bonk chart and try and see what's going on here on the weekly. And you can see this is one of the most hyped meme coins currently out there. So this weekly looks pretty brutal. But we know with these meme coins, they can run and they can run and they can run. It's only 2,720% up. So a little small move in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in this last 6 weeks, 2,700%, guys. But remember, when something's dumped 90% and you think it's a good buy, it doesn't necessarily mean it can't dump another 90%. So when you see something like this, 2,700% up, it doesn't mean it can't go another 2,700% up. So just remember that theory, because I've found personally, whenever I've thought something was way too high or the top has reached on these meme coins, they go another 2, 3, 4x. So what I can suggest for bonk is play it smart though. Don't ape in here. You can see this is like pretty much the top, but what you want to do is potentially the top of this move is potentially DCA into areas and look for solid zones, so you can at least zoom out and say, okay, I did the right thing here. I bought on good levels at least. So when you've invested your retirement fund into bonk, you can at least go back and say, okay, well, at least I did buy it on good levels. And I'm joking. Don't do that. Don't invest it in bonk. Look here, so 1 hour for me on bonk. This is how I'm looking at things at the moment. We do have a support level here. This is 0.000, lots of zeros, 354. So keep your eyes on this region. That's a nice little horizontal play. So if it does drop in there like a little basket, maybe that's a good area to start accumulating a little bit of bonk. And again, traders and things like that, keep an eye on things like these little trends. You can look for support buys here potentially at 0. Lots of zeros 4. And then you can also play the break of trend game. So there is lots of time to play this thing. Wrecked in Korea. He says retirement fund, bro. I'm absolutely joking, guys. Any of these altcoins here, you can get absolutely rinsed. A lot of these things can go to 0. You can get absolutely wiped out. So you need to understand, when you're playing a game here with these meme coins, and you're moving away from things like Doge, which at least has some kind of established reputation, the dirtier you go here, the easier it is for your money to literally disappear. So you need to understand that you're playing in the meme coin space. When you talk about fundamentals, there are generally no fundamentals. They create these things as a joke, and they pump the price, and some people, a community or whatever, decides it's the next best thing, and they jump on this stuff. So this is high risk, hot potato stuff, and you don't want to be the last one to get caught in something like that. So exercise extreme caution, and I would very much steer away from any leverage on any of these things. So you play it nicely, you play it carefully, look for good areas, look for good levels, and you play it the same way you're going to trade something like 𝐿𝐿𝐴, and just ignore the fact that it's literally a joke, these things. Okay, oh, the infamous Ben coin, that's a good one. GB is trading PYTH on the 1 minute chart. I mean, that is degen levels that we have not seen in a while. Eric says he's still rinsing the sewage off from PEPE. Guys, it's only going to get worse. There's more filth coming here. Okay, we've got Grok. What have we got? MYRO. MYRO is a gaming token. Today we're doing memes, guys. Today we're doing memes today. If we do have some time in the end, though, we're going to get stuck into your tokens as well. So just be patient. If memes isn't your thing, we're gonna sort you out shortly. Okay, next one. Let's talk about this dog. So if Solana has a dog, this is it apparently. Okay, so this is MYRO. MYRO. They've only got 9,000 followers, so if you're looking at this now, you're pretty early in this thing, and you can buy this thing through DEX tools, where you use the normal wallets and all these things, but they have launched now on 𝗏𝗏𝐶. So if you want to buy this thing on 𝗏𝗏𝐶, there's a 𝗏𝗏𝐶 link in the description. Grab it there and get MYRO on 𝗏𝗏𝐶. It feels a little bit cleaner, you know, if you're buying it on an exchange. But yeah, these MetaMask wallets and all these other wallets and things, it can get a little bit complicated. So once you start going down this rabbit hole, things get really frightening there. When you start doing wallets and swaps and all these things, if it's not your thing, just stick to the exchanges. So this is MYRO, the MYRO chart on the 2 hour. It's only recently launched on 𝗏𝗏𝐶, so there wasn't that much information, but I will show you the 𝗏𝗏𝐶 chart as well. And you can see it's just gradually climbing. And if you use DEX tools, you can see you can do regular charting things on DEX tools as well. So they let you chart these shit coins just like a civilized person trading something like Injective or Render or Solana, you know, these type of things. So you can do your shitcoin analysis here on DEX tools. And what can we see? So we do have some kind of triangle here, potentially some kind of bullish breakout play happening here. So just be careful. You can see they've had one fake out and it was sold off urgently. Look at that. They try to fake it out there and it got rejected quite quickly. So just be careful here, but there is something brewing here on MYRO. Areas that you could look for exiting if it starts dipping lower, 0.0147. And under these lows here, so 0.0108. So these are interesting areas. These are levels. You're either going to get reactions there or things like that. Bulls want to see this break, but they do want to see this hold. So you want to see this break, you want to see this retest, and then you want to see that hold nicely as support to confirm that this thing is going up. So again, play very carefully here. The market cap is 19 million. This thing is tiny. Who knows if people get hold of it, how much this can do. You know, you might get a 2 or 3x out of this thing quite quickly, but remember, quickly up, potentially quickly down, and yeah, don't get yourself rinsed out there. Don't be the one holding the hot potato, holding on for too long. Ozzy says, please cover Jesus. Guys, I didn't even know there was a Jesus coin. I mean, it's ridiculous, and it's the best performer today. I mean, I was looking at all these coins and they came with Jesus as the best performer. Let's take another look here. Daily performance meme. So Elon, Oggy. Yeah, so Jesus is 24% up today. I mean, this is ridiculous. We'll try and get that chart out just now. If you guys are hunting meme coins, what you can do is go into CoinGecko, and you go into the categories and you can you basically look for meme coins as your category, and then you can see the list, and they've rated them here top to bottom from size. And go down the list, you can see there's thousands and thousands of these things. It never ends. So just remember what type of space you're playing in here. This is high risk stuff, and pick your poison. Pick your poison very carefully, and try and understand if these things at least have a community behind them or things like that when you are looking, you know, and try and do some fundamentals or some kind of research on it first, obviously. Amando says MYRO is the real deal. Okay. I do have a special request here. Wait, I got to show you this one. Okay, so where we on bonk? We've done bonk. We've done the dog, the Solana dog. Oh wait, we got to do this one. Okay, so this is the one. This 𝗕𝗵𝗃𝗍𝗃 Obama. This is the one where they're using the ticker as BTC. Look at that. It's quite sneaky. It's 21% up, and their ticker is Bitcoin, but the actual coin is Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 in you. I mean, does anyone know what this even is? Like, what is going on here? But this thing's got $121 million market cap. So eyes on this guy. The chart, interesting. They are holding it up. For some reason, there is a bit of life in this thing. I remember this thing pumping very hard not too long ago. When was it launched? Yeah, well, this is the MEXC chart. But this thing did have some legs previously. So what I'm going to suggest here, right now, you do have support, 0.109. That is the support region to watch. What you can do, let it play, let it break trends, and then jump onto a moving trend if it's when this does kick in. Otherwise, look for solid support areas if you want a DCA to make sure you have something in case some of these meme coins start running. And again, we're going down the list of filth here. So the further down I go here, like into these Harrys and all these other things, the higher the risk the play is. Okay, so Leon, what's happening, bro? Leon says it's 1,000% bull market vibes. It's 1,000% bull market vibes, guys. It's just in case. I mean, Run just had his show now, talking about multiple signs that retail is coming back. Well, let's cater for retail. Let's give them the meme coins that they're going to look for, and let's give them some ideas out there. But let's do it safely. Let's tell them this is high risk stuff we're playing with, and if you're going to play these things, you need to look for solid areas and just try and behave a bit like a trader here, and don't ape into things. Just get solid zones. So if you're buying this Harry Potter HU, which I don't have at all. I've got nothing to do with this token. I just remember this thing was pumping like crazy not too long ago. Support area 0.113. That is a support zone. And your next area 0.085. So those are potential DCA areas that you want to look at. Okay, guys, I've got this other thing for you. I got to share my screen properly because it's actually quite hilarious. Okay, let me just get my screen share right here. Hold on. I'm gonna get this right. Just bear with me. Bear with me for a minute here. I'm trying to identify the tabs where these things are on. Hold on, just give me 1 second here. Okay, here we go. It's this guy. Okay, let me know if you guys can hear this. I mean, this is how they make meme coins. Okay, this is what happens. You get something said in public, or something happens, and next thing there's a token.
We are here today to announce that the Justice Department has secured felony guilty pleas from the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, Binance.
Actually, it's Binance.
Binance.
Binance, largest virtual.
Binance.
Binance. And let me be clear, it's Binance system.
So I mean, you get what we're dealing with here, guys. They're making tokens in their garage based on this. Okay, so now you understand what you're buying. You're not buying like you're not exactly in it for the tech here. We're in it for a laugh, and we're in it for a little bit of fun. So be very careful with what you guys are getting yourself involved in here. Let me get my chart up here for Binance, and let's see if we can deal with this thing. Now this thing has just it came out yesterday, so what we're going to do is just try and understand how to play this thing potentially, and if it's going to run. I mean, who knows, it might not even run, but right now this is DEX tools. This looks like it's an ETH token, so you need to MetaMask the shit out of this stuff and do some swappage and things. I doubt this is on a actual exchange at the moment. If it is, good luck. Let me know in the chats where you're going to find this thing. So Binance, Janet Yellen's pronunciation of Binance. What do we have here? We've got a 1 hour chart and not much to work with, I'm not going to lie. Let's take a look here. So let's see if we got some kind of trend to play with. Okay, we do have a trend. That's a good start. Let's see what type of supports we can put in here. In fact, I don't even know if this is worth charting. This thing is so ridiculous. So what I would say is, guys, looking at this, and we got very little to work with. This is the 1 hour. Track this trend. Okay, if it's going to start climbing, it's going to just start gradually moving up, and then it's just going to blow. So who knows what they have in store for this thing. This is a massively high risk play. I mean, after telling you guys about this, I'm literally going to get a sponge and soap and just scrub myself down that I even went into DEX tools to look at something called Binance, made after somebody talking about it at a press conference. I mean, have you ever seen anything so ridiculous, right? I can't even cope. I can't even cope with what I'm looking at right now. This is actually ridiculous.
Just put $50
okay,
and forget about it.
It's guys, a very high risk play. Okay, you need to understand this is absolute shit coinery of the highest order. Okay, Binance. So that's all I've got for you on Binance. Support areas are 1 hour support 0.00172 and lots of zeros 809. So take a look at that. Leon says I've lost my head today, bro. I can't believe I'm trading these things and looking at these things with you. It's ridiculous. What do we got? Mongoose. What is Mongoose? Spartan says he's bullish on Binance. I mean, I don't know. Jeez, guys. Well, good luck with Binance out there. Then they launched another one today. Okay, I don't even know if I've got the right one. CZ. I mean, Ray, have you ever seen anything like this? I mean, there's a CZ token out here now. I mean, this is terrible.
We should make our own token. It should be beards and caps.
So Stacker says, I'm about to get you guys rinsed. Guys, I'm telling you, I don't want you to get rinsed. I'm just telling you about these things because it's topical and it's hilarious. Okay, so I'm not buying this shit. I'm just showing you these coins. I did promise you for the last week that I was bringing on, I was giving you guys some meme coins. So this is what we're doing, and this is what we're seeing out there. I've still got a couple more for you, and then we're gonna get some of yours in here. So my next one I have here is Grok. Okay, now there've been tons of questions about Grok. I don't even know what this thing does for us, guys. So let me know. Chaos, please tell us in the chats what Grok is. Is it like a food condiments or something like that, or is that guac? So what I'm looking at here is it looks a little bit bearish, to be fair. We've got a shoulder, head, shoulder. So it does look a little bit sad here, guys, to be honest. So right now I'm looking at something along these lines, a move down here. If we lose that area, this is your bounce zone. And that looks like playing out for that head and shoulders move. So for me, this is quite a bearish setup here. So if you trade Grok, support area 00427, that is the zone of interest for me, 427. And then your next area is 0.05655. So that's your first support area. But remember, this head and shoulders, even on a shitcoin, is quite a bearish looking thing. So they might want to send this lower. So just be aware of that. But yeah, DCA areas 57, 42, and really deep and dark here 25. Okay, so that's what we got there. Grok is Elon's AI. Okay, so maybe it's still going to be alive. That's good to know. Might be a decent project. Sounds like under-the-counter vodka. I just can't deal with these meme coins. Okay, next one. Wojak. Okay, this thing is actually, there seems to be buyers here. They seem to be holding it up. I mean, this is Wojak on the daily, and we saw a lot of these other altcoins that were hitting the 200-day MA, the 50-day MA, those type of things. And here we are hitting 50-day MA again, bouncing off it. The 200-day has come into play finally. It's quite a new token. There's the 200-day coming in over here. So that is interesting. Support zone 00012. That is a nice region. And your next solid area on this guy is 107. Guys, Wojak. Ray, what is Wojak? Do we know? No idea.
No idea. It used to be like a cartoon maybe back in the day, but no idea.
Okay, so Wojak fans out there, there is something happening here on the daily. Looks okay. Looks like it's found some support. Let's zoom in a little bit for you guys. And we can just pull a trend. We can see if this break was substantial or not. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so a little flaggy situation here on the 4 hour. We do have that happening. Okay, let's keep our eyes on that. Support. $618. Let's have a look where that 382 is. Maybe that's going to give us a clue here on Wojak. Okay, so not tying in very well, but I do like the 618 region, and we do have some 382 support here in this 142 area. Okay, so track that little flag thing. Let's see how it plays out. You lose that flag, you lose the trend, then we know we're coming lower. Okay, that's your sign that you are going to get some downside. So right now it is in this little range player here. Let's see how that goes. But again, no massive rush to jump into these bigger meme coins. Just keep them on your watch list, eyes on them. Look at those DCA regions. That's where you want to be. And when the narrative moves to these meme coins, I'm going to make sure I'm on it this time, because I missed a lot of it, and I missed that whole PEPE move as well. So that was quite annoying to me, and I don't want to miss out this time. So I've got my eyes on these meme coins this run. SV says, I'm analyzing, try to get this serious, but it's impossible. Okay, guys. Okay, fire it up. Let me know. I'm all yours. Okay, send me some meme coins. Ray, have you been picking some up there in the chat?
I mean, MYRO is the big one.
Okay, well, we covered MYRO. We did cover MYRO, guys. This Harry Potter bomb.
Covered Harry Potter.
Yes, God.
FLOKI.
Okay, so FLOKI, look, FLOKI's interesting. It's actually a business. They're sponsoring tons of things. I think they're even on F1 cars. Like, there might be something there for FLOKI, to be fair.
I have inside information on Osaka. That one's made by the Shiba Inu team. That one should do it.
Yeah. So they're doing big things. They're doing big things. Okay, let's look at okay, Trump. What is Trump? Okay, let's pull up this Trump quote. Hold on. Let's get this Trump thing out here. Let's see if it's even on TradingView. I mean, is this Trump's actual coin? Did he launch this token? This is Trump on the 12 hour. Okay, lots of pump and dump. You see, guys, this is what happens here. Look how they sell. They send it up, you get rinsed, they send it back down. They send it up, you get rinsed, they send it back down. So extreme caution here. Netpass says the stream is killing me. Fuck, it's killing me too. I can't believe what I'm doing here. I mean, I trade like silver and gold and oil and these stocks and these like civilized altcoins, and here I am trading, looking at Trump on TradingView. I mean, this is proper. Okay, so Trump, I would stay away from, really. If you want levels from me, look around here. Okay, that is a potential area here. And I don't even speak this language. 0.05324E. That is that level there on TradingView, and 50-day MA just bringing up a little bit of support here for you at 0.04. Okay, so guys, try and keep it something that I can actually chart here. Let's look at MAGA. Somebody else from MAGA. They're only giving me Decentraland here. Here we go. Mega coin. Oh no. This is the 12-hour, guys. Yeah, I don't know what to say here with this guy. We'll leave it at that. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Dojo. Okay, let's look at Dojo here. What's going on here with Dojo? Dojo. Pancake swap. Okay, so guys, pancake swap. 50-day MA. I mean, I can't even look at this chart. What are you guys doing to me here? Okay, no, I don't know what this thing is. This thing's on its way down. Okay, that looks very ruggish. Okay, be very careful with that thing. That looks like max rug. Okay, Frank, David. I hope you're giving me a good one here, Frank. Otherwise, I'm going through that list. I'm going through that CoinGecko list. Okay, let's look at Frank. No, bro, it doesn't even exist. Let's look on Dex Tools. Frank. Okay, so this is what happens on Dex Tools. And you guys, if you are looking for meme coins, be very careful out there. Imposters come and they create new contracts with the same logo, and you think you're buying the coin and you actually not. So if you look at this, make sure you got your contract address right. The one at the top, 9228, is a completely different address to WG5H. So you might think you are buying Frank, but you're actually buying someone's rug, and you put the money in there and it goes away. So just understand that. When you're playing in these spaces, make sure you have the official contract, probably from their Twitter site or anything along those lines. That's where you need to be. Yeah, just be very careful when you're playing with these things. Like even that 𝐶Z coin, like they've launched the 𝐶Z coin, and again, I don't even know if this is the correct one. They give you multiple contracts to look at, so you need to be very careful with these new ones popping up, because 3 or 4 different people will just urgently push them up and try and take your cash. So very, very risky stuff. Okay, let's see what else we got here, and then maybe we can get back to a sense of normality for 10 minutes, guys. What do you think? I think guys, let me know in the chats, have you had enough of these meme coins, or are we going more? Let's take a look down this list. Okay, we've got Wall Street memes, we got Doge Killer, we've got Milady meme coin. I've actually heard things about this guy. We've got Kishu, Snailbrook, Jesus coin is coming up here. It's 23% up. Yeah, I was going to say God knows why, but no pun intended here. Let's see if it is on Poloniacs. Okay. Okay, well, there seems to be something in this one. There does have some kind of support going up here. I have no idea why this would be doing anything, but we do have something going on here. So potentially something to watch. If you lose this 50-day MA, though, I wouldn't do. I'd be very careful there. So 50-day MA and horizontal support at many07 that you could potentially look at there as a support area, and the 50-day MA. But again, guys, super careful, super careful. What is horrible? This is hambling. What does that even mean? Okay, guys, let's get civilized here. Let's get civilized. Okay, let's get down to business. Okay, Eddie, let's do this. Hit me with some coins. I see 1 inch might be moving. I see sushi might be moving. Okay, let's get civilized here. Come, let's pull up some charts. Okay, let's get 1 inch. I did see a request for 1 inch. Okay, let's just zoom out on the daily. Let's get a picture as to what's happening. Now we did see Uniswap blow up, so that was ripping beautifully yesterday. That's been a big lagger. So nice to see some DeFi action there, and maybe a sign of things to come here. 1 inch, so 1 inch hasn't quite responded yet, but very nice little setup brewing here, and very much like yesterday. Potentially we're going to see lower levels, so we're just going to track these trends. We want to track these trends until they break, and you can track them down into support. So if 1 inch breaks up here, well, that's an easy one, then we can play that. This is the daily, then we can play that quite easily. If it rejects, just be a little bit patient. This is playing out on so many of these altcoins. 200-day MA, 50-day MA, 618. We are seeing this across the board. Almost like it's becoming a magnet for these altcoins before we get our next move. So just, eye out these areas on your favorite coins. You're going to get your FIB pools from the lows early October to the highs, and you're going to see they're tying in with these moving averages, nice strong areas. And maybe it's time for just a little bit of patience. And if it does take off without us, we've got the trend, and we can jump into that. So just be a little bit patient. But I do like what's going on here with 1 inch. But I think we're going to get some good entries in the near future. Yeah, let me look at 𝗏𝗏𝗏, because I did see that was moving today as well. Yeah, but you can see the last couple of days it's been like a nightmare for leverage traders unless you are clipping off profits very quickly. But if you've been a leverage trader in the last couple of days and you're expecting moves like this, it gets very frustrating because it's up, down, up, down, up, down. You're getting chopped up, and you can see these candles. They're absolutely just chopping people up. So sometimes it is time for a little bit of patience. And what are they giving us? They're giving us a downtrend. So we do have something to play with here. And then we've got our big area. We've got our big area with the MAs lower down, the 50-day, the 200-day. You can see this nice region here with the horizontal, so that's cool. Any moves down there, I really like. If we do get some movement here, this will be a very cool look for 𝗏𝗏𝗏 if we pop up here and we confirm this region as support for us. So that will tie in very nicely with that guy and that level over there. So it's 1.22. So if we do pop up, you want to just grab that support. And then we're going to target some interesting areas here on 𝗏𝗏𝗏. Let's take a look. I mean, we saw 1 inch hard just ripped yesterday once it broke through that area. So yeah, look for the move up, look for the rejection at 1.3. Then you want to just see some support form here at about 1.2. I'm so dirty after those meme coins.
You live. I have a community member here. Just so you know, his name is Dan. Dan, I hope you're watching.
Dan, what's up, bro?
Hold on, I'm going to call him. I've got to make sure he's watching, because he tells me you're not talking about the ultimate meme coin.
I felt so dirty. Yeah. I even pulled up Jesus coin just now.
Are you watching Dylan's show now? Oh, it's now live, and I'm telling the community that you're saying that he's not talking about the most important meme coin, which is GROK.
I did. I covered GROK. He
said he spoke about GROK. That's what he said. He said he spoke
there
about
it is. Head and shoulders.
Head and shoulders
looking
downwards.
A bit bearish.
Go down.
Look, we got support here. We got support at 5.6. That's your first area, but it is looking a little bit tired on the 4 hour.
He says, okay, so this is what he says. He says, you can't do technical analysis on a meme coin when Elon Musk is going to launch GROK on Twitter next week.
But you can buy it on good support. Yeah.
But you can, he says you can buy it on support.
Buy it on good support, guys. I've given you good support buys here. So,
so what else are we talking about?
Dude, I got so dirty there. I actually had to go and then discuss 1 inch and Uniswap. I couldn't anymore. We covered everything from, this thing. Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic Inu.
Oh, there's a Sonic Inu now, eh?
It got so bad. We covered something called Frank. We covered MAGA.
Did you cover Raja's dog, MYRO?
Yeah, of course we covered MYRO. No, we dealt with the stuff decisively. You can even chart on Dex.
Listening to all of you, you are a bunch of dirty, filthy degens.
No, it's bad, bro. It's bad. So yeah, guys, but now we civilized. Now we've moved on. We've moved on to 𝗏𝗏𝗏. So let's get back into 𝗏𝗏𝗏 here. I hope you heard that information that was just dished out there on GROK, by the way. If I were you, I'd take note of that and start looking at buying GROK on some decent support areas. If you heard that little nugget there from Uncle Run, he sometimes knows his things. So look for something on GROK there, potentially at support. Ray, did I break up there for a minute? Did I disappear there for a minute, or could you hear me okay? Okay, cool. Okay, so sushi swap, guys, back to sushi swap again. You look for this break and rejection at 1.3. So if it does want to push higher, look for this push up, let it break up, let it reject, and the real buy is the support buy once it's found a nice little support base. So take a look at there, take a look at that one. Fahad, it's good to have you here. I haven't noticed you lately, but you were here the other day. Good to have you back. We got to look at some ICP for you. What is the name of Run's dog? I'm not actually sure what the name of Run's dog is. Okay, let's look at ICP. That comes up a lot. Okay, we were looking at this guy recently. You can see all my artwork on it. Okay, let's take a look here. Again, it's one of these clusters that's just been an absolute nightmare for the leverage guys. Just rinsage all day long. Take a look here. Fahad, are you trading ICP on leverage? Let us know. Again, downtrend. So you just play this downtrend game. Sometimes you just need to be patient. You can see what's happening. It's rejecting at these trends. Okay, possible rejection coming here. But again, if it breaks, you know the drill. Just get some support, and then you can try and grab that long. Ray, is my screen still frozen? I'm getting comments here that it was frozen.
Now it's frozen.
Is it frozen now?
No, yeah.
Can you not see that?
I can see the screen. It's just not moving. It's stuck.
The screen I can see seems to be moving. Okay. Can you see that? Can you see me drawing on the screen?
No. Drop it and re.
Okay, let me drop that, guys. Okay, let's give it another go. When Run came in here, he moved my PC and it bumped one of my adapters there and smashed my internet. Okay, let me get that up again. Okay, now you can see my screen, right? Okay, nice. Okay, so ICP, Fahad, downtrend. You can see this massive support area here. So we have reclaimed this support area. This was a resistance back in the day. When was this? June. Okay, so now this was a resistance area, but you can see we've tried to break it, lost it, broke it, lost it again, broke it, lost it again. I mean, they're just absolutely chopping us up here. So what I suggest is look for the support to hold 4.436. I'm not holding my breath. Alternatively, let it break this trend. Let it start getting the next move up. Ferris says my PC or my Mac is protesting all of the shit coinery. You are 100% correct. I didn't enjoy that. Okay. So next one we've got. So somebody said I was stuck in that MYRO token. So does that mean you didn't see my sushi chart? Let me know. Let's look at the next one. Render. Okay, this is our render weekly. Okay, so render still doing all right. I just want to zoom in for you guys. I want to make sure I have the correct chart for you guys. Yeah. But so much meme coinery here. I dropped all of these charts in the honor of all these meme coins, and now I've got to figure out where the charts were that I was going through for you guys the other day. Okay, but we'll deal with a fresh one. Okay, let's deal with a fresh render. Here's 4 hours. This is render 4 hour perpetuals on Binance. Okay, so I haven't charted on this chart, but they are pretty similar. Let's see what we got. We had that fake out, that trend break fake out. Okay, so that's not very helpful. Let's look at our pullback here. Let's look for a trend. Okay, so potentially a little bit bearish here for render currently on the 4 hour. It is dipping now below this trend line, so things could start turning a little bit bearish. And remember, a lot of these tokens now from the highs or from their peaks around about the 20th of November, they have entered a temporary downtrend. Again, it doesn't mean it's permanent, but there might be some downside coming for a lot of these tokens. So I spoke about Render quite thoroughly yesterday on my show. So take a look there. I gave a thorough weekly analysis, I think daily as well, on that guy. But looks like we are heading a little bit south. Yes, let's do this PYTH. That has been a mover today as well. Yeah, just looking at what I have here. Support for Render currently on the chart in front of me is this 3 level. But remember, we were looking as deep as 2.2 for if real dumpage comes on from BTC. Okay, so eyes on that one. Let's look at PYTH. That's been ripping today. Okay, yeah, so that's been a good one today. On its way up, just tracking this trend higher. So simple one, really. Track the trend higher. If it loses the trend, you know things are turning bearish and potentially heading lower. Otherwise, ride this trend until it breaks, basically. So let's look at some support here. I'm going to look at that low over there. Okay, we do have some 382 action. Okay, so there's a nice little support base for you, down to 0.409. Anywhere down to that sort of region is support potentially. Okay, and then you can see what happened there, a little trend break, potential retest, but simple play for PITH, for PYTH. If it doesn't move up, and it starts drifting low, we lose this trend, things look bearish. You'll get a bounce there, but then potentially it wants to come lower. So just pay attention. Small positions, big moves, especially on this PITH. I can't say this word. PYTH. I mean, already today we've had 30% move on this guy. So just play safe there. Can I do DOT? Arvin, let me do DOT for you. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so DOT is playing a lot like we've seen things like ETH, and they all had a similar shape to them. Downtrend again. You guys have seen this on the few coins that I've just looked at today of the civilized coins. We've got this look to so many of them. So sometimes just time for a little bit of patience. You can see we're in this downtrend, so we don't know when it's going to end. But what we can do is find solid support areas where we can potentially start laddering in if we do hit those horizontals. So let's just zoom out here. Okay, I'm looking for tie-in of the 618 horizontals. I want to see moving averages come into play and things like that, and that's sort of how you pick your solid support regions. So here we have the 200-day for DOT, 200-day MA. We've got horizontals, so that's a good start. 4.9, 4.79, 4.8, and then lower down we've got the 50-day MA at 4.5. So your DOT zones, support areas to watch: 4.8, 4.5. Those are your regions. And again, if it tracks down, you just track the trend down. Okay, eventually the trends break. We don't know when. If they do break and you feel like it hasn't hit your area and it's running away from you, well, then you can track it. You break the trend, look for that retest, and then you're cooking there. Okay, guys, that was fun. It was something I don't normally do much is look through these absolute shit coins, and I actually had a lot of fun there with you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Just be safe out there with these meme coins. The safest ones, again, Doge, FLOKI, SHIB, those type of things. You want to go to the proper casino, then you're playing things like that Binance, which could literally go to zero in an hour. So be aware. Anything down the list of shitcoinery, the deeper you go, the higher the chances of you getting rinsed are. Obviously, occasionally you get these freak accidents where you'll make a 10x. But remember, 9 out of 10 of these, you're probably going to end up with zero. So just play safe, be very careful. And, when a community gets on top of them, they do move. But communities are fickle and they move on quickly. So Binance might be the flavor of the day, but tomorrow it could be at zero. So just understand that whenever you're jumping into these coins, what type of game you are playing. And nothing wrong with the slow movers, the regular altcoins that we can play with. Nothing wrong with that, and we'll return to normal viewing tomorrow. And we're going to give a full rundown tomorrow on everything. We're going to look at your coins as well, and yeah, maybe we'll cover some more of those gaming tokens as well. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging.